Hi everyone, this is Manish, and in this video I'm going to discuss about how we can deploy the Microsoft 365 app utilizing the Win32 apps. Microsoft 365 app is inbuilt application which is already available in Intune. So why am I talking about Win32 app? Why we need to repackage and make it so complex? So you might have to first think about it. If you can deploy 365 app, which is an inbuilt one, in an easy manner, that what exactly the functionality you are going to get. That is a very easy and one of the most super simple way to deploy the applications, but that also makes you in a state where you're not going to utilize the additional features. So if the same application you repackage via the Win32 app, you get the features like requirement, dependency, and you get the features like dependency, requirement, supersedence, multiple things. So out of all these things, dependency and requirement, two of the features which actually I like. So let me show you that what exactly the benefits I can show you. Let me first compare side by side that how the default inbuilt application will look like and how Win32 app, what exactly you will be seeing and what additional features you will be getting. I have logged into the Intune portal. As you can see on the screen, there are two pages I have opened. The left hand side is Microsoft 365 app, which is the inbuilt one, and right hand side is something which I created utilizing the Win32 app. So left hand side, which is the inbuilt one, if I scroll down in the properties, I can't see any specific things which I can specify. Means it's a very simple application which is inbuilt, and because of that there are no further options available. So while for Win32 app, if I go to the properties, I scroll down, I can see the programs like install command, uninstall command. So these things are the customization, though it's not such a big feature because Microsoft inbuilt app used to take care of these things. For me, the important thing is about the requirement. So you can see the requirement tab is there, which is not there on the left hand side. If I click on requirement, the minimum operating system disk space, physical memory, I can specify this thing. The most important thing comes with the custom requirement. So if I click on the custom requirement, I can simply go and provide any custom requirement for if this requirement is not met, Microsoft 365 will not be installed. One of the use case of the custom requirement could be the out-of-box experience. So if you wanted to install Microsoft 365 apps utilizing the Windows Autopilot and you only want that to be installed during the OB phase as a requirement, so this is a thing. With this option, you can specify that this Microsoft 365 app is going to be installed only during the OB. Once that OB Windows Autopilot provisioning is completed, after that the device will not reevaluate. So it can make a sense when you don't want to interfere the application, the existing application for the application for deploying to your devices which are in production, as well as other devices which are you're utilizing for the Windows Autopilot. Other thing is, if I go below, I have a feature called dependencies. So dependencies is also a very great feature. I can specify the Microsoft 365 app to depend on other application. Actually, think about like a vice versa. You have a kind of a plugin for Office or Outlook or anything. You can specify the dependency that this Office 365 app is required. So these things can only work when both the applications are on Win32 app. So you cannot utilize dependency while using the inbuilt app. So this makes a perfect combination to use the Win32 app. So the options are limitless using the Win32 app, hence it's worth to utilize. So this is what we are going to learn in this video. So the question is how we can deploy the Microsoft 365 app. To deploy an application, first you need a source and some customization. So two important things are required. One is Office deployment tool and another is Office customization tool. So let's first discuss about Office deployment tool. Office deployment tool is a simple Setup.exe file which is used to download the Microsoft 365 binaries. It utilizes the XML file, which I'm going to tell you soon. And second thing is Office customization tool. So Office customization tool is nothing but kind of an answer file. It's an XML file which can be generated, which can help deploying the application, which is used with the Office deployment tool. So if it is not making any sense, stay with the video. I'm going to make the things clear to you. I have logged on to one of the Windows 11 device. So before creating the Win32 app, so let's prepare the package first. So my strategy would be to download the package, create few XML files, and then try to install it locally. So I'm just going to show you few combinations which we can test. I have opened the browser and I'm going to search for the Office Deployment Tool. The very first link will take me to the Office Deployment Tool. Can you see that first is the Office Deployment Tool and the second one is Office Customization Tool. So this is what I would be requiring for the second option. So let me just first go to the option number 1. I have opened into the another tab. Let me download it. You can see the file size is very small, 3.6 MB. So it's not actually the complete Microsoft 365 app. It's just a small file which when initiated, it is going to download the actual content from the Microsoft. So I have a file available now, Office Deployment Tool with a specific version. If I double click, I need to actually extract it. So if I double click, it will extract the file. Click here to accept the Microsoft software license terms, continue. And it's trying to extract it. So I have already created a folder. I'm going to extract into that specific folder. I'm going to download under test folder source. Done. Let us see what exactly is there under C test folder source. Setup.exe and second is configuration -Office 365 x64. So what exactly is there in this XML file? Let's open it. It's an XML file. So this is a very basic XML file which Microsoft is providing, which installs the Office 365 Pro Plus Retail version. That's it. So it's a very basic thing. And this XML file will be used along with the setup.exe for the installation. I need to prepare a command line switch. But before that, let's think about it. That is it sufficient? No. I will not be going with the default XML option. I would like to create my own XML option where I can specify whether I want Word, Excel, PowerPoint, what I need, what I don't need. So I can specify a few things. So this is where I'm going for the second option, Office Customization Tool. Let's click over here. So now you can see when I click on the Office Customization Tool, it's not an application, but web-based URL where I can simply go and specify my settings, what I want, and it is going to generate an XML file for me automatically. Okay, so the first thing is under product and release, it's asking about whether I want to deploy 32-bit or 64-bit. Yes, 64-bit I need. Office suites. It is giving me the option that which Office suite I need. Microsoft 365 apps for enterprise with no Teams, business, multiple options are there. So I would like to go with Microsoft 365 apps for enterprise. Now it's asking about few other options, whether you need Visio, project or additional components. I don't need these components. So let me select none, none, additional products, none. Now it's asking about the update channel. By default, current channel is selected, but you have option current channel, preview, monthly, enterprise, semi-annual, enterprise channel. So if you are not clear about these options, so you can simply click on learn more about the channels and it open the page for the update channels for Microsoft 365 apps. It's overview page. So here the important thing is you can see it is showing the comparison that what exactly the current channel is, what is monthly channel and what is semi-annual. So if you see over here, it has provided you the recommended use. Current channel is used if you want to apps and features to be made available as soon as possible. If you wanted to use the monthly channel, it is showing as that it is released once a month on a predictable schedule. And this is the third option, semi-annual channel. The important thing for me is the feature updates. Feature updates means the new features which are introduced into the Microsoft 365 apps. So current channel will be made available if you are selecting the current channel, it will be made available as soon as possible. So there is no set schedule. Whenever the new feature are released, it will be made available. Monthly enterprise channel, the features will be released every 1 month. And if you select semi-annual channel, which is the recommended way for the big organization, they prefer that not to make so many changes in a single go, means not too many frequent changes. So it is released twice a year. So that is one of the recommended way for the big organizations. Let's come back to the Office Customization Tool. So here I will be going with the semi-annual enterprise channel. And it also gives me the option that which version I would like to deploy. So if I select go with the latest, so it's not going to hard code any specific version. Whatever the new version is available on the Microsoft cloud-based CDN, it is going to fetch that version. So it's a good option if you always wanted to deploy the latest version. But what if you wanted to test few certain versions? So you have an option that to select the versions, right? So let me just select, rather than going with the latest, let me go with the 2502.18526.20634. So this version is going to be installed if I create a package. Now it's asking about that which applications I would like to deploy. Select those applications which you need, and the rest of those which you don't require, simply remove. For example, Access, I don't need. Outlook new and classic versions are there. Let me disable the classic one. I would like to go with the new version. Yes, I need OneNote. I would need OneDrive for desktop, PowerPoint, Teams. I don't need Publisher. So I have done the selection. Click Next. Now it's asking about the language. You can select the primary language. So there are multiple options. I'm just going with the match operating system. Then it's asking about the additional languages and additional proofing tools. I'm not selecting anything. Click Next. Now it's asking about where do you want to deploy Office from. Of course, it makes sense if you're deploying via Intune that to select the Office Content Delivery Network, that is CDN. So I'm going with the default option. There is an option for the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager, but I'm not going to discuss on this point. Show installation to user. So would you like to show the installation to user? No, it doesn't make any sense. So simply turn off. I don't need to show the installation behavior. Shut down running applications. Would you like to shut down the running applications if any additional application is running? If, for example, Word, Excel or something is running, you want to shut down those applications. For example, if you are upgrading any application, for example, you are upgrading the Office. In that case, this can be important. You can specify the running application. Now here is the option, update and upgrade options. So I'm again going with the option that Office Content Delivery Network. So where I can get the update, I would like to directly get it from the Microsoft Cloud. Allow check for updates automatically. Would you like to enable this option? Yes, of course. Let's go with this option. Make it enable only. Upgrade options. Now this is very interesting option that if you wanted to uninstall any MSI version of Office, this is called the click to run version. But if you wanted to uninstall any existing old version of Visio, Project, SharePoint, Info path, you can select that option. I'm just keeping it like this by default. It's also asking about you want to uninstall any previous MSI, the old version of Office. I can go with that also, and automatically upgrade to select architecture. I'm just making things simple only. Just click on next. Now, this is important. Automatically accept the license terms. If I don't click on yes, my progress will not going to happen because it will stuck at that page, and because of the hidden behavior, nobody's going to see that what is happening, right? For the continuation of Microsoft GFA apps, make sure that this is selected. Now, product activation, user-based or shared-based. I just wanted to go with the user-based because if I have a license for the users, based upon that, things will be taken care. But there is an option for the device-based as well. Click on next. I have an option to specify the organization name under the general category. Let me specify the name. Any additional description you can specify over here. Click on next. And finally, application preferences. So these are kind of a policy to lock down few of the settings that show screen tips you wanted to enable, disable. You can see over here, show feature description, don't show feature description. So there are heaps of policies for Office which you can configure. I'm not going to configure any policy right now, but if you are if there is a need that you wanted to log the Microsoft 365 settings, you can do it from here. And click on finish. On the right hand side, I can see all the configuration what I have specified. It's mentioned over here and it's ready to be exported. So let's click on export. When I try to click on export, it gave me the option that default file format, that what option you need to select, right? So let me select the Office Open XML formats for the, it is going to set the user default for Word, Excel and PowerPoint for the specific format. If you wanted to get more information of it, you can click on learn more. Click on OK. Click on I accept the terms in the license agreement and specify the name. I'm specifying the name as install. And click on export. Now I have a file install.xml ready. Let me copy this install.xml into the source directory. So now I have setup.exe and install. I don't need this configuration -office 365 -x64. I can get rid of it. I also need an uninstall.xml as well, right? Because on installation, when you're creating up the command line, you have to specify the command line, and you need to have both the XML files available. So I'm just copying this install.xml, install-copy, and renaming it as uninstall. But I need to change the content. So let me right click, open with Notepad, delete everything from here. And now I have pasted the content of the uninstall.xml. I searched this uninstall.xml on the Google, and I was able to find it, right? So you can utilize this thing. So uninstall.xml is ready for me. Let me just save it. So if I open the install.xml, what exactly is there? Just have a look. We created this XML file, right? Using the Office customization tool. So it is showing that we are going with Office 365 Pro Plus retail version. It's a 64-bit. You can see Office Client Edition 64-bit. Channel is showing a semi-annual, and this is a specific version. All those applications which we have excluded, it is shown over here: Access, Grow, Link, Outlook, and Publisher. And I have enabled the updates as well. Enabled is equal to true. And these are few other things which has been saved. So this is the interesting thing. You can have a look over here. Display level is showing as none, and except EULA true. Yep, that is expected, right? So it means the installation will happen, but the display level will be none. It will not be displayed. So this display level, I think there are three versions. There are three things we can specify. One is none. Second is none means nothing will be displayed. Second is basic. In basic, the installation, it will show the installation, but it will not allow you to cancel it. And the third is full. Full means each and everything you have to specify on your own, means next, right? Of course, full is not an option, but let me just show you that how the things will work when it is none versus basic. I told you none means not. There will be no interaction, but with basic, you will be able to see it. So I usually prefer while testing to use the display level as basic, just for the testing purpose, so that I can see and verify that installation is happening. So let's see. So I'm going to edit install.xml in Notepad. Rather than display level as none, I'm going to make it basic. But my final output will be none only. I will be preferring none, right? So I just wanted to see how it will look like for the installation. Done. So now let's open the command prompt. Let me go to the source location. I'm under C test folder source. I have setup.exe and install.xml. I have setup.exe, install XML, and uninstall.xml. To install the Office, I need to use a command setup.exe /configure install.xml and press enter. I'm just showing you the manual installation because the best practice is to verify the manual installation before actually creating the Win32 app. Click enter. And you can see the Microsoft 365 app installation is in progress. Just because of the display level I showed basic, I'm able to see this thing. So it's a good thing for the testing. If I open the task manager, I can see the installation is happening. If I was using display level as none, then also I could have verified. But at that moment, I have to rely majorly upon the task manager. So yes, I can see that Office click to run client.exe, all those parameters which are required for the installation has been taken care automatically. We just specified a very basic command, setup.exe/configure install.xml, and the installation is happening. And this is going to be our install command. Similarly, the uninstall command will be setup.exe/configure uninstall.xml. We can test that as well in this Windows 11 device before actually creating the Win32 app. I can see I got the message, installation is finished, Microsoft 365 app is completed. You can click on close, click on start menu. You can verify the applications are there or not. Yes, I can see PowerPoint is there, Word is there, Excel is there. So all those applications are available. From the process, that Office setup.exe, that Office installation is no longer present. So now let me try to do the uninstallation as well to verify that uninstall.xml is working fine or not. I'm ready with the command. Let me execute it. Meanwhile, the important thing is I need to prepare the detection logic also. So detection logic means I need to specify that which version of Office 365 is installed for the Win32 app to let it know that application is installed. So if I go to the registry, specifically under this location, HKLM software, Microsoft Windows current version uninstalled, O365 Pro Plus retail, I can see the information displayed here. So for me, important thing is display version. Display version is showing as 16.0.185.26.20634. That is an important information which I have to make a note of it. So for the later purpose, when we will be in the Intune console, it is going to be helpful for me. This is the same version. Even if I have not copied it, you could have already remembered it, because when we were using install.xml, it was showing me the version as 16.0, this specific version, and this is actually matching from here. And it seems like the installation is done. Yep, I can't find it. So I'm good with the testing part. So this is my source file, install and uninstall. So you remember that I changed the display level to basic. Let me change it to none. And I can actually do another round of testing just for the verification that the display level is none and nothing is displayed, but I know that it will work fine. So I'm just closing it, done. So I'm ready with the content source, but I need to convert it to Win32 app. So I need to create another folder, new, output. So under this test folder, I'm just copying the Intunewin app util, which is used to convert the existing package into the Win32 app. Let me double click the file. So it's asking for the source. So source is C test folder, source. Specify the setup file. Setup file is setup.exe and output folder. This is my output folder. I don't need to create the catalog folder. Clicking on no, done. So I have setup.Intunewin. Let me just make it more promising. M365 apps.intune, right? I'm ready to upload it. So once again, I have logged into the Intune portal. Under apps, I have to click on create. Select app type as Windows app Win32. Select, click on select file. I'm going to specify the Intunewin file from the output folder. Done. Click on OK. So let me specify some proper name. I have multiple applications, so I'm just specifying as new. So description also you can specify publisher as Microsoft, version, and other things I'm just keeping it by default. I'm keeping default options. Click on next. Install command. This is my install command, and this one is my uninstall command. It's very simple. I'm not changing any other thing. Just going with the default option. Click on next. Minimum operating system, I can specify anything what I want. So I'm just going with maybe Windows 11 21H2. This is the requirement thing. Can you see the mul heaps of option has come: requirement, detection rules, dependency, supersedence. So this is a kind of a pain with the Win32 app, but it comes with a lot of benefits. So it literally, I would prefer Win32 app for every application if you wanted to have a high level of customization. So here I can go with the add, I can go with the script and can specify the specifics of those things. So I will be going in more detail in my next video explaining about the custom requirement, that how it can be so efficient, how powerful, right? So I'm just going with the default option. I'm going with the default requirement one, minimum operating system Windows 11 21H2. Click next. Detection rule, select rows. Here also, detection rules manually configure detection rule, where I can specify the rule type as MSI file registry, or I can also go with the script. I can also go with the script, use a custom detection script. So in this case, manual configure detection rule is sufficient. So click on add, go to registry and specify the path. This is the key path. You remember that I showed you the registry key, right? So the HKLM software, Microsoft Windows, current version uninstall of O365 Pro Retail Plus, Pro Plus Retail ENUS. And the value I'm looking for is display version and version specifying. So the detection method as version comparison, operator as equals value. So what I'm doing is display version should be equal to 6.0.18526.20634. All good. Click on OK. Click on next. Dependencies, I can specify a dependency for this application, but going with the default option. Supersedence, click next. Scope tag, click next. And let me target to the devices. So let me use the add all devices. Click next and create. It might take some time to upload the application. Let's wait for a while. And done. I have logged on to the Windows 11 device. Open the company portal. I can see the Microsoft 365 apps-new is available and ready to be deployed. So if I click on install, it will be installing it. After waiting a couple of minutes, I can see the application actually showed me as a failed. So when I click on start menu, I was able to see the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, everything worked, installed fine. Then why exactly it is showing as failed? It can only make a reason that I would not have, I might have specified some wrong detection logic. So when I went to the Intune portal, I looked for the detection logic. I found that, okay, so there was a mismatch of value over here. Can you see that 6.0.18526? So actually, it should be 16.0. So it means that one character was missed. Because of that, the detection method was not showing as it is installed. So if I modify this thing, click on one, click on OK, review, save. So what will happen during the next evaluation? See, application is already installed. So during the next evaluation, it is going to show it as an install. I don't have to do anything else, or else I can clear the registry related to Win32 app. I have to reinitiate the installation by restarting the Intune management extension, removing few registry keys related to IME agent, and then it can show me as installed. But I'm not going to do anything. So I hope you understood, right, what exactly the mistake I made and how it can be taken care appropriately here. Thank you so much.